It's special, man. It's special.
Being African in New Zealand is sometimes challenging, but within that challenge, you can actually come out on top.
It depends on what stage you're at, whether you've just moved here or if you've been here a while. Because if you're more connected to others who are African, then you might express it more or feel more African. Whereas if you're more isolated, then being African in New Zealand is really lonely.
I love being different, and I think even as our African community has gotten bigger and bigger, we still are very unique.
Being an African person living here after 15 years, I found it very, wanting to be at the same level with my fellow brothers and sisters, communities that are hosting us, for them to know who I am and where I come from.
It's a blessing in disguise to an extent. Like when you first get here, it's like, what on earth is going on? But then as you actually, navigate different situations, you're able to apply being African to it, if that makes sense. I think there's just like a different type of resilience that we have as Africans. So it's like, it's never really that bad. It could be worse.
I have chosen not to let it offend me in any way, shape or form, but just to embrace it, And when you have that sort of power, then you're unstoppable, man.
Diversity is very important because then the communities here will look upon us and see us normal people, regardless of our skin, because they will understand that even though we look different, it's okay because we are all the same at the end of the day.
Diversity is about representation. So at Africa Day, there was heaps of Africans, but there was also heaps of European Kiwis, there was Asians, Indians, there was all different types of people at Africa Day, and it was really cool to see that mix.
That's such a massive question, man. It's a hard one to answer. Like it's like a platter, yeah? It's a spread of this and this. It's probably also identifying the beauty in the difference, yeah?
So diversity for me literally just means being able to occupy a space full of different people and feel safe and at peace in that situation. And that's essentially what Africa Day was. We had people from all walks of life just vibing and dancing with each other. Like people that may never have even interacted with each other. And we had them dancing together. So that was awesome. That was definitely diversity for me.
I've had people tell me something a million times. Let's do an African festival. Cool. If I could give $1 for every time someone said that to me, I would be rich by now, but I'm not.
Like the biggest barrier is the fact that the people that are, calling the shots at the top, they're not asking Africans to be a part of the conversation. There's no representation whatsoever, like on TV or anything like that. It seems like they care more so about the culture rather than the people, but you can't have the culture without the people. So it's important that in order to actually break those barriers and actually have African culture shared authentically, allow Africans to have a voice. Like allow them to talk their talk, walk their walk, because we just do it different. You're never going to be able to replicate it, ever. And that's the only way it can be authentic, is if it's done by people that actually have love and genuine interest. Like it's not about excluding people or segregating. It's all about integration. Everybody brings something to the table. But in saying that, the first and foremost thing that you have to bring to the table is your love for Africa and Black people.
I just hate it when people, hate's a bit of a strong word. I strongly dislike when people have no ties to Africa. You have no ties to the people. You have no ties to our culture. And you want to play our music. And I don't mean that in a way where it's like you can't, but respect music, it's an art form. Have some respect for it. If you want to play it, then fair enough, but find out something about what you're playing, the context of where it came from, the people who played it. That's why I stay in my lane, bro. I stay in my lane.
I would say the key thing that has been a challenge to all of us, especially speaking for myself, I've been in event management for a long time, was funding. There was not enough funding to be able to facilitate a festival as big as Africa Day.
We've created the space. Now we need to capitalize on that and move forward. And have a platform that is sustainable, that is recognized by the council, recognized by Heart of Auckland, you know? And we've shown them what we can do. We can show them that we're capable of creating something incredible that everyone enjoys, that everyday Kiwis enjoy. So why not let us do it more, you know?
Definitely what I would have wanted people to take away from it is we're here as Africans, we're so much more than what you see on TV or what you see in the movies. We're actual people that are paving the way, and we're also like contributing towards society in different ways, like more ways than one.
I want to learn more about these people. It's what I want people to go away thinking. I want to learn more, because what I've experienced here in Aotearoa is, like I mentioned, like some people think Africa is a country. I remember an interaction I had with someone and they were like, where are you from? Like, it does happen, you know? And I was like, I'm from Burundi. They're like, where is that? I'm like, I understand. Burundi is in Africa.
The main take-home point I want people to have from experiencing my Zimbabwean culture is that they can always feel welcome, and they know that if they come and hang out with Zimbabweans, they always have a laugh, always have good food, and Tino Simba, we are strong. We're strong people. So that's what I wanted to take home.
This is what it looks like. This is what it sounds like. This is how you move to it. This is how you enjoy it. There was even particularly South African food that was there as well, which was awesome. This is what it tastes like, yeah? These are all the things, and I like the idea for people to be open-minded. I don't mean open-minded as in like empty and accept, like, oh yeah, cool. I mean open-minded as in like, man, that's really special. This is something different to what I'm used to, but it's equally special.